So what we'll do is shortly, boys. So all of you, in a little while, I'm going to ask you to come up onto the dock, and I'm going to ask you to have caps lock selected so that you walk, and you are going to follow me down the dock. In fact, actually, no, come a bit further down because this is going to take fucking ages. All of you come to me, and you can stand like this, facing here for me, like as I'm standing, but in a group. And stop there. Perfect. And we'll just wait for blast, and then what I'll do is I'm going to ask all of you to sheathe your weapons. So press L. I think it's on L, but it might not be on L. Don't know what.
It's backspace.
Is it
or not backspace? It's below backspace. The slash. Yeah.
Slash. Press slash then, boys. So to sheathe your weapons. About sort of joining into the KOH. So it's good to see so many new members today. First and foremost, in a minute when he gets here, we're all going to walk in. So you're going to press the caps lock. So you're walking instead of running. And I'm just going to walk you through the gate, so it's a good little spot face video. I'll give you a quick welcome, and I'm going to run through some tips and tricks for you very, very quickly before the battle event. Work through some formations, so that you're not just an absolute fucking nightmare during events, basically. But I'll run through that shortly with you.
What class shall I go as?
Go as Slave, please, mate. Thank you.
Copy.
Certainly.
Okay, I'm in. Sorry about that, chaps. Thanks very much for waiting.
If you make your way to the coastline, if you can see where that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, we're on the left-hand side of the gatehouse. And when you get here, mate, just drop your shield and your spear in the water just down here, so it's not obviously in view. One of our many warriors overseas while raiding. You're currently classed as slaves, unfortunately. So you will be sleeping with the livestock, should I say. Basically, boys, what we're after is a little bit of commitment in battles. We want to teach you how to fight like a Viking, and if you perform well enough in battles, you'll be regarded as a free man in the realm of Hordeland, in one of our houses. Does that sound good?
Yes.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I want to be free.
Hello,
Toto. Hello.
I hear you.
Okay. Follow me then, gents, and we'll get to training. I have to excuse all the ruckus. People have got some of our mighty warriors of Hordeland getting warmed up ready for the battle shortly. Right. I'd like for you guys to get yourselves in 2 even lines, please, on me. We'll call this a double column. Perfect, well done. Okay, in a battle, I will have a bannerman behind me here, and you guys will stand in almost exactly the position you are in at the moment, so well done. You all will be in the front line this evening. Now, chances are you'll probably die. You're probably going to go to Valhalla this evening on several occasions, but what we do need from you is to be resolute. We need you to stand firm in the front line to allow our mighty warriors of Hordeland to play around you and to make decent manoeuvres around our enemies. So when we form up, what will happen is you guys will be at the front of the 2 formations. You'll move past me and you'll form up a double shield wall. Now I appreciate none of you have got any shields at the moment, but if you move forward and then we'll go out on 3, 1, 2, 3, and then when we leave, you will go past me, past the bannerman, and knit up a shield wall in front. So on 3, 1, 2, 3. And shield wall here. Good try. That's a good effort. It's a good first effort. Right. So yeah. Okay. Nice one. Right. Cool. Get your swords out, please, ladies and gentlemen. Get yourself in 2 even fighting lines. Isaac, give us your sword if you've got one, mate.
Have I got any?
Never mind.
I dropped it to survive.
I'd like for you to line up as if you're facing each other, okay, in a fight. So get a few more guys this side for me. Perfect. All right. Okay. So what I'd like to see in the battles is the following. This would be classed as a line fight, which is different from a group fight. When the fight opens up a little bit, there's a different way of fighting. But when we're fighting like this, the idea is that we need to, number 1, stay shoulder to shoulder. I don't want to see anyone S-king like this and moving out of the formation. Equally, I don't want to see anyone overlapping like this. I don't want to see you going in front of your teammates, because what happens there is you'll end up team hitting. So in this sort of situation, what I'd like for all of you to practice right now is an overhead attack only. Only overhead. So on 3, 1, 2, 3, overheads. Not necessarily against each other, but just generally. Keep practicing. Lovely. Just overheads, nothing else. Lovely. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you as well, Isaac. Cheers. Okay, so the reason why we asked for that is because I think a couple of you accidentally didn't do an overhead and you ended up slashing each other. So if you go left to right, look at how far away from my body I'm hitting here. All the way around there, look. All the way around there is hitting that wood. Okay, so that's the level of worry that you have to think about with left and right strikes. So up attacks only in those situations. What we also, like I said earlier on, is if someone pushes through the line, okay, and someone manages to get through you, please do not turn around and try and fight, because we've always got spears and two-handers behind you to mop up whoever pushes behind and whoever flanks you. So don't worry, don't turn around. We need you guys to face forward and to attack. Okay, so if I just replace one of you in the line, I also want to just sort of outline how we fight in these line fights. So normally you're going to have three options. You're going to have the guy in front, the guy to the left, and the guy to the right. All right. So if this guy to my left here, Xenia, is about to attack Naum and moves forward, the idea is that I'm going to release in time to protect my teammate, and this guy here might protect me from the person in front, and vice versa. So the idea is you've got three attacking options. You're not just attacking the guy in front, and the big thing with these battles is you're not just having a duel with the person opposite to you amongst a massive fight. All you're trying to do as a person is to get damage, and as much damage as you possibly can. So the same thing when it comes to group fights and when the fight opens. So if we now open up, okay, for example, if I had maybe Orphan, Naum who are in the enemy team and I'm fighting them, and behind me I had Zirial is there, okay, I'm probably not going to take that fight. I'm probably going to try and get out of here by attacking someone who's not looking at me. Say, for example, Zirial here is attacking one of my teammates here. I would turn around and I'd smash him in the back of the head, because basically most of the damage you're going to get in these fights is not going to be front on when the enemy sees where you're coming from. It's about being a cheeky little bugger and stabbing people in the back of the head, slapping them in the back of the head. But also, lads, it's the Viking way, all right? We're not honourable. We're here to win, okay? Right, another thing I'm going to teach you very, very quickly before we go with the other group is kick attacks, okay? So sometimes the fights get, very, very stalemate-ish, a bit of a war of attrition. Nothing else is really happening. Both teams are holding their shields up. One thing that we can do as a group, if we manage to perfect this over time, all of you new members, the kick attack is key. So if someone has their shield up, all of you come to the wall to me here. The idea is you have an up attack already loaded, okay? You kick, and when you hear the noise of the kick, you release your attack. I've managed to do it once. There we are. If anyone hasn't got it yet, let me know. When you hear the kick, you release your up attack. So you hold the up attack so it's ready. Then you kick, then you release. If everyone's got it, move away from the wall if you've got it. Anyone that hasn't, stay there. Okay, so you're holding your attack up, you're kicking, and then you're releasing as you hear the kicking sound. Okay, nice one. Right then, I think all of you need to have a very, very quick brawl. So get yourselves lined up into even numbers, please, so that you're facing each other. And me and Isaac are going to move out of the way. So one more from this side, please move over. That's it, perfect. Okay, have a quick fight between you, and then we're going to go and we're going to join the other guys for a little bit of a remainder of the warm-up, so you can fight with the others. 3, 2, 1, fight! Oh, right, whoever is remaining is obviously a bit of a legend here, boys, so good luck. I appreciate we're actually all on not on the right teams either, so it's quite difficult. Oh, look at this, look. Chancellor's been practicing, so I can tell he's been doing it.
I mean, we can go 1-1, or...
Well...
never mind.
Look, you can go for it. Well, okay, but just stay.
It's up to you.
Please. Right, okay. So move to me. So thralls, all those guys who were just in that group with me earlier on, move forward. So all of you slaves, you need to be in the front line. So make sure you're behind the banner. That's it. Perfect. I just need to have a little look at see how many thralls we've got. Other thralls that weren't in the group session, get to the front as well. Double column, please, guys. Make sure you're in a nice formation. Thank you.
Doesn't matter what side you're on.
No, it doesn't matter too much. No, not at all. And then the rest of you join. We'll have some people at the back with spears and stuff. Okay, so
if you're new, get in front, guy.
Yeah, front lads, get right to the front. Thank you. Okay, so obviously, like I said to you guys earlier on, you thralls, the idea is that you are going to be our front line. We're probably this evening going to be about up to Zaccardo, maybe Waiha. So anyone past forward of Waiha, you're going to be in the front line. Just for the purposes of this exercise, Stankius to Captain Birdie, you're going to be our second infantry line. and anyone past that, you're going to act as spears and two-handers for me. All right. So we're going to move out on 3, and remember what I said about you going past me and knitting up the shield wall in front. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Let's move out. Okay. Shield wall here. So move past me about 2 meters. That's it. Knit up. Close enough. Right, okay, so Orbis, you needed to have been in that front line because you're a slave. Same thing with you, Ottomania. Yeah. And then we've got that chunkier two line. That's probably about right for this evening. I just want to check the confidence system. Right, so as I was saying earlier on, in a battle event later on, you're going to be referred to as 3 separate things, or probably 4 really, but 3 separate things. So front line are you thralls, so your first lines, I'll call you 1 or front line. I might ask you more often than not to hold, to be honest with you, more than anything else. Second line is the second line of the same class, so they're going to have their shields and one-handers. They can move along, so for example, I might say second wall move left, so second wall move left for me. And we can then double up that line and try and sort of eke them round if we wish to do so. The spears and two-handers are then separate altogether as well. And remember what I said earlier on, guys, up attacks only. Okay, while you're in the shield wall. Right. And secondly, if someone pushes through or you think there's an enemy behind you, please don't turn around. Please don't S-key without us asking you to S-key, all right? Stop attacking now because it's fucking loud. The other thing, so if you get back into the formation for me again, please, lads. So second line, come right again, back to the first line. The other things I might ask you guys to do this evening would be to advance, which is pretty simple. It's just to go forward with your shields up. So on 3, 1, 2, 3, advance. Okay, stop there. I might ask you to ease, which is the opposite of that, is S key. So on 3, 1, 2, 3, ease. Perfect. If you're too far forward, slow down. Lovely. Stop there. I might ask you on very, very rare occasions to pivot, which basically means you are a massive clock hand, and I'm going to ask you to pivot one way. So if, for example, I said right pivot forward, what it would mean is the left-hand side here is basically not going to move. They're just going to edge round, and the right-hand side really needs to get a bit of a stomp on. All right. So your right-hand side, you're almost going to put your shield away and run round, but imagine that you're coming round as a clock hand like this altogether. So on 3, I'm going to say right pivot forward. So 1, 2, 3, right pivot forward. All together, try and stay nice and close, nice and middle line. I haven't really caught up there. Stankius, Xenia. This is now like a circle as opposed to a line. Remember, so it's going to be a big straight line. Get yourselves formed up in the same way again. Try that one more time.
Move it.
Move it.
We've got loads of people just fucking standing there. Move.
Move.
Death watch.
Boys, at the end, you guys need to rotate. So you don't need to move, but still rotate.
Right pivot forward on 3, 1, 2, 3, right pivot forward. So, okay, that's pretty much it. You guys here, you're not quite sort of keeping up. You need to move a little bit as well, right? So this side here doesn't move at all. You need to move a little bit to make sure it's a line, because otherwise what ends up happening is it's a curved line, isn't it? So these guys came too far round. But anyway, it's not too important because we don't do it very often. I'm going to run through one more thing before we go. In the front line, I want you to form a wedge at some point this evening. We've got a new YouTuber with us who would very much like to be sacrificed into a BRE line. So what we do with a wedge is, if all of you new members, all of you naked thralls move forward, the front line members move forward onto me. If you imagine building an arrowhead for me, very, very tight, super, super tight. So 1 in the front, followed by 2. All of you guys now get right in so that you're like almost like a scrum in rugby. So you go in behind Chenko. You get right in behind there, mate. So you go to the back here. So you get in here, Chenko. That's it. Wire, move in, mate. Move in. Make yourself a nice little blob. Right, and now can the other guys get in front of them, please, as a shield wall for me? Maybe 5 meters away, a little bit further away from me. Just a single shield wall for me. Single. And the idea is, guys, that you can penetrate a line. And what we'll have behind you is lots of fighters coming in behind to try and mop up. But chances are you might die. But on 3, let's move through this line. And then when we get through it, the idea is that the left-hand side of this formation moves left, and the right-hand side moves right, and you almost sort of come in behind like a pig snout, and you start to attack the people in the back of that line. So on 3, 1, 2, 3, push me through the line. Keep W keying, keep pushing. Nice one. Okay, right-hand side move right. Perfect. Yeah, that's excellent. Well done, boys. Right, Ilu, I'll leave you to move down the archers, mate, and then I'm going to quickly go to pop the toilet, have a cigarette, and I'll come back and do the spears as well. I think we're going to miss out on 2-handers, unless there's any Kingsguard that want 2-handers this evening.
We'll have a 2-hander.
You can have a 2-hander.
I'll take one as well, maybe.
Go on then. can take a turn.
Guys, we have the password already. It's
Yeah, that's
level
fine.
jump.
Okay. So everyone can restart their game now. And